In today's video, I'm gonna give you some more Reels strategies. We're gonna focus on how to get your Instagram Reels to go viral. I'm gonna give you some specific hacks to keep in mind that can drastically improve your results. For those joining me for the first time, my name is Rebecca Smart-Buchan and I help musicians grow their audience and business online. Go ahead and hit subscribe to my channel, hit the bell to get notified whenever I share a new lesson about music marketing. I launch about one video per week and I promise not to disappoint you. All right, let's get started. Another change that's happened very quickly is the Instagram Reels function, which was a recent addition to the platform. It went quickly from 15 seconds video capacity to 30. If you haven't checked out Instagram Reels yet, you need to get to it. Instagram is giving some crazy good traffic to accounts that are using this new function. You get about 3 to 4 times more views on your Instagram Reels than you do on a regular feed post. As of today, when I'm recording this video, more and more people will begin to use Reels. The more people will use it, the less traffic it will be. So take advantage today of the free organic reach that's happening on Reels. I mean, if you haven't already checked out my video on how musicians should use Instagram Reels, I went through some great strategies in this video that will help you with your content creation, as well as a tutorial on how to actually post a Reels as well. Check it out. All right, let's jump right into the tips on how to improve your Reels. First tip, you need to push Reels to your feed. So when you share your Reels, be sure that you also select the button that says also share to feed. This will push the content to your followers via your regular feed as well as the Reels feed. This will actually give you a higher chance of getting seen on the Explore page, as your followers' views will crank up the views, likes, comments, and share numbers, which are vital to the algorithm deciding the placement of a post on the Explore feed. As Instagram is prioritizing Reels content at the moment, they will give real estate to the users that are using this feature over the ones that are just using the regular feed to post content. This means that you can also reach more people who aren't currently following you, as well as the ones that already are. You'll notice that while scrolling through Instagram, every X amount of posts are ads and every X amount of posts are Reels. However, far too few people are sharing Reels in comparison to regular posts. So you're able to get good visibility amongst your own followers by appearing in those Reel spots that Instagram is pushing out to everyone's feeds regularly. This visibility will then drastically increase your visibility outside of your own followers as well. It's a win-win situation. This helps to move your content onto the Explore page and can trend the different hashtag top posts as well. Next tip is the hook. So the hook refers to the part of the video that will spark an interest in the viewers, where you've done or said something that looks or sounds shocking or exciting or something similar. As people scroll endlessly through hundreds of videos per day, you need to start your videos with something to hook people in. They need to know within a couple of seconds if a video is interesting, exciting, shocking, enough for them to spend more time watching the whole thing. And Instagram measures the time people spend looking at your content as well as the interactions. So you want people to stick around for the entire video. I mean, that goes for any video you post, right? Whether it's Reels, IGTV, feed videos. So structure your videos so it begins with the hook. Then begin the video from start after that. Pull them in, then present the rest of the content. For example, you could hook in with, "This is how I accomplished X." Then proceed to show them the steps. See how easy it is? Tip number 3, add text in the middle and in the beginning of the video. So Instagram Reels videos are typically shown in the feeds without sound when a user is scrolling. So that's why on IGTVs, it's becoming more common to add headlines, subtitles to get people to turn the sound on. When it comes to Reels, you need to add text that sums up the value and purpose of the video. By adding this text and placing it in the middle, you are sending information to the viewer what the video is all about, so they turn the sound on and watch it. A good way to use overlays on Reels is to tell a story with text and video or images, where in every scene you sum up the value in text. This is going to help the viewer absorb the information, and there's a higher chance that they'll stay to the end and even watch it again. You are feeding the brain tons of value, both through video and text. So by adding text, you're also increasing the chances of them finishing the video and spending more time on the content, which the algorithm favors massively. Next tip is that you need to keep sizing in mind. Great. Another sizing issue with Instagram. I mean, how long did it take for us to understand the IGTV to feed sizing and the issues that this brought? Now we have another? Well, the same goes for Reels as IGTV. The format for Reels is different to the feed. This means when people view your Reels in the feed, they will only see a 4:5 size of the 9:16 full screen Reels format. So they will only see a small part of the big Reels. So if you have spread the text overlay outside of this 4:5 zone, basically the core meat of the content, people will not be able to see this on their feed as it will be cut off until they open it in full screen. With this in mind, when you start creating your Reels themes and how you want them to look, make sure you're keeping all the main parts of the video as well as text or image overlays within a 4:5 ratio size area directly in the middle. Next tip, you need to enable interactions. So this is the same concept as for any other content piece that you post on the platform. You need to get people to interact with it. It is social media after all. Comments, likes, saves, shares are the goal with anything that we post on the platform. This is how you grow, and this is how you attract new fans. For example, you could play a small melody and ask your audience what might be a good subject for the song. Or a producer could play a beat and ask their audience who they think he sampled. Get people involved. Don't just ask them in the caption. Also add a text layer at the end with the question so you can really get them involved. The simple way is to ask for a double tap, but start getting more creative and start generating valuable comments on your content. If you can get people writing several words in your comments, the Instagram algorithm will reward this. They track everything. They even know that emoji replies are all too common and don't provide any value, or conversations, so they're not considered good comments as well. Let's start giving a bit more value and personality on social media. Next tip, use hashtags. All your other content is beginning to drown in hashtags as they're becoming so overused on feed content. It's really hard to get traffic through hashtags nowadays. However, on Reels, it's a different story right now. Since there's not many content creators using the function as often as they're posting on the feed, there's much less competition amongst the hashtags, so the results are pretty good. This means there's a good chance that you can begin trending on some pretty big hashtags used on your Reel posts. However, the hashtag still needs to be relevant and carefully chosen so they're appropriate for the type of Reels that you're posting. Like if you're a music producer and share a Reel of your music making process using the hashtag cat, it's not going to help you at all. So look through what's trending on the hashtags right now and where you fit into those categories and see how many interaction they're getting right now on their content. If you get around the same amount of interaction on your Reels, then you got a high chance of reaching to the top posts of the hashtags. Pretty cool, right? Start doing some strategic research of hashtags and add a mixture of large, medium, and small hashtags so you can reach a wide range of audiences scrolling through the tags. It's best to conquer the small ones first before you start with the larger ones. But you never know. Put some large ones in there because you might go viral and then you might be trending on the bigger hashtags. Last tip, upload a cover. Whenever anyone scrolls your feed or your Reels feed, you want them to click, right? So by adding a nice cover that sums up the value of the post with an image and a headline similar to what you would do on YouTube, it will entice people to tap your post to view. Use Canva to easily create covers and start playing around with the themes. If someone is scrolling through the home feed or the hashtag pages and your Reels come up with a clear thumbnail image, there's a much higher chance that they will click it. Yes, there are places where they won't see your thumbnail. For example, if someone scrolls on the home feed or if they're going through the Reels feed already, the thumbnail doesn't show. A good tip here is to use a screenshot of the first few seconds of your Reels, where you have the hook and preferably some text layer too, so it's immediately obvious what the video is about. Make it engaging so people want to click. If you have time to create beautiful thumbnails using Canva every time you post, go for it. But most people won't have the time for that when it comes to a Reels, and that's understandable. So try to plan your first few seconds on your Reels carefully with a hook, add text, take a screenshot, and you're good to go. If you follow all of these steps, you may have the chance of becoming one of Instagram's featured Reels videos, where you will then be assigned the featured logo or stamp of approval from Instagram. This shows other users that your content is good, which in turn will start generating some serious views. Has anyone out there received this yet? Let me know. That's it for today, guys. If you haven't already, now is the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. Also, I would love to know what you guys need more help with on Instagram, marketing, email marketing. Would you like maybe some content ideas you can make on Reels as a musician perhaps? Please let me know what you need help with in the comments. And I'm out.